This music sucks. Nobody's dancing. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand opening of the matches that are the Osu Taiko World Cup for 2025. The round of 32 is going to be kicking off in a few minutes here. I'm your commentator, vv2412195327, and joining me today in the commentary booth is going to be none other than Yagen. Yagen, how you doing today?
Dude, I'm doing so well, even though I have been working for Osu since like the start of this morning. But I'm finally here to relax with some Taiko gaming matches between, I would say, a potentially bit of a close match from Russian Federation and New Zealand because of two teams with direct different skill sets. So it's gonna be an exciting one to watch.
Yep. Russian Federation and New Zealand are going to be our opening match of the tournament. It's going to be exciting. Filled to the brim with some of the best quality mid-seed action that we're going to be looking to. And I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, Russian Federation, a team very strong on the hard rock and double time mods. Definitely mods that they would favor, especially on the no mod pools. They were at least getting top 10 on every no mods in the quarterfinals. So they are one of the best non-hidden team in the entire tournament. So that means their hidden is a bit on the weaker side. It has been the story of Russia in basically almost every mode actually, and most prominent in Taiko as well. Their hidden is one of their weakest skill set that I do believe New Zealand could have exploit on. New Zealand, it's your two-player team usually we will mention, Sethos being the main carry and Sparks being the HD and no mod filler of the player, and they'll have some decent cover-up for their third, mostly from Blue Jay, Ollie, and IDK. So we'll see how they would fight against Russia. So now we got some roles over here, but we're gonna be seeing some HD bans and probably some speed bans from Russia and New Zealand respect. fleet.
Yep. So it looks like Russia has lost the role. So Russia will be banning free mod 1. Phony. I guess it was too phony to be involved in this matchup. Russia's just eliminated it from the pool immediately. And shortly thereafter, Icon Killer, Nomad 2, is also going to be banned. So that leaves us 4 Nomads, 2 Hidden, 2 Hard Rock, 2 Double Time. Our gimmicky, well, slightly anti-moddy free mod, and the tiebreaker in play. So a lot to go for in this opening match of the tournament. Round of 32 matches are best of 9. So first to 5 will do the trick. If there is a 4-4 result, I guess we'll just settle things out with the tiebreaker.
Very interesting ban from Russia. They decided to go for free mod instead of Hidden. This year they do have Skeptify, which I would say probably the best HD player from a Russian team. A very new spawned player, let's say, and he just absolutely fantastic on HD mod. New Zealand kind of only have 2 players on the HD mod, but I do believe Blue Jay should be able to fill in the steps for this week's free mod HD, because they are not too hard in terms of skill cap, mechanics. So I do believe Blue Jay can definitely do something on HD pools. So Russia going for a bit of a risky route, seems like, on their ban strategy, and New Zealand just banning out the tech maps because Ali is really good at the, let's say, really good at the speeds and streams. So leaving out No More Free and DD2 in open this time. Very interesting strategy. So a bit less expected, but probably gonna be a close match, especially starting with Hidden 2 from New Zealand.
Yep. New Zealand opening with Hidden 2 Tetris. Our faster hidden pick of the pool, with 2 minutes and 20 seconds in length, the OD of 6, and a star rating of 5.7. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is an opening choice by New Zealand, constantly having a history of decent hidden lineup players. So, this is going to be a good test for the Russians. See how they can handle Hidden on the grand stage. Especially some of the newer players that are coming into the Russian team for this year.
New Zealand kind of only has 2 HD players though. Ali, pretty decent at HD, but he did perform slightly a bit weak on qualifiers, only getting 500k on his score. So not the best HD player on their team, but this one is a lot easier to read. So probably the reason why Russia decided not to ban it. And again, like I mentioned, we do have Skeptify from the Russian this year. He was destroyed in the 4-digit scene recently on another tournament hosted by some other players. And it's a very surprising player because no one has heard of this player before, and he absolutely destroyed that tournament, especially on the HD picks. And this is something that he just absolutely fantastic at.
Yep.
You can see he has no experience, that he doesn't know even how to change teams.
Alright, looks like we're going to get into it in just a moment with the opening map of the tournament.
Yeah, Skeptify, we have our referee Yas helping Skeptify to change their team. Hopefully they know how to change their team later on. No more 4 versus 2, it's 3 versus 3. Crocodile Coben, Trin T Zama, Skeptify MK versus Ali, Sparks, and Zetos. Here comes our Tetris battle.
Alright, everyone's off to a good start. 20, the first player picking up some 100s. But the last, everyone else also picking up 100s as well. Arlie with the first miss. Giving the Russians a slight lead for now.
Yeah, some of the 1-6 are just a bit rough for Ali because Ali is known for a really strong stream and speed players. However, their 1-6 handling is probably a lot weaker than some of the other players in the lobby. You can see another break over there, some of the readings, so giving Russia quite a decent lead to start things off.
Yep, Sparks trying to keep things steady for the New Zealand side. Only player in the lobby with a double S. As we approach the halfway point. Oh, and it's gone. 2 100s coming in real quick at the end of that KI time. And things just continue to spear out of the New Zealand's favor. As Russians now getting with an 80,000k lead. And I don't think we have a single miss yet from them either.
More 1-6 means more trouble from Ali and New Zealand. A bit behind on the first pick is probably not what they expected from Russia, that still have 399%, especially Skeptify. Like I mentioned, this player has been destroying the 4-digit scene, and he is still destroying on this week's first map of the pool. 99.448, highest accuracy on the Russian team. A really good hidden filler player from the Russian team, and definitely boosts their seedings regardless.
Twinty picking up the first misses from the Russian side, but the lead is still overwhelmingly in the favor. So nothing really to sweat at the end here, but there are some very long streams. Can catch out a player off guard when you least expect it. But the streams have been rather repetitive throughout the entire song, so recovery very quick by Twinty there. Not enough to shake up the end of the song, and the Russians take a break point to kick off the match.
Again, New Zealand kind of just struggle having the third player on this map. 873k from Ali, 2 and 800s from Sparks and Septus respectively. So a really good score from New Zealand, but they just don't have a third supporting score. And Russia just have enough of a free player, despite not being a very strong HD team. Probably Hidden would be a better risk, or something like no mod 4 would be better for New Zealand to start things off. So now Russia's pick, I think they have a lot of choice, especially just a hard rock mod and any speed mods. They can definitely pick any of those maps. I would suggest them to
double down into Hidden 1. Just double down. Hidden worked the first time. Why not again?
I have never ever seen Russia even pick HD an entirety of time.
It will happen. It will happen one day. It will happen someday, my friend. But yes, it looks like the Russian Federation has opted to go with Double Time 1, Uninterrupted Indigo.
Yeah, this map is rough to play, the hardest map in the entire pool in terms of mechanical skill sets. A lot of 1-6, even some doublets, double 1-6 throughout the map. They are in 3, I would say, quite deep spiky sections that could cause misses from players, especially being OD6. This makes this map extremely hard to play, and knowing Russia, they are just absolutely fantastic at these type of maps. New Zealand, they do have some pretty nice players on mechanical skill set maps, but compared to Russia, I think they are not on the same level. Can they catch up though to hopefully to make a run for their money? We'll see.
Yep. Oh well. Players are about to get started. Some very quick rotations. I think Early has left the New Zealand lineup for now. Being replaced by I don't know. Meanwhile, the Russian Federation keeping all 3 players for this next pick.
They have Taiko Shala, which is previously known as Crossbar, swapping in for Skeptify. Taiko Shala,
yes,
not really. They don't like playing Hidden. Like, they hate playing Hidden, basically. So no surprise to see Taiko Shala swap back in if it's like a lot higher mechanical skill set maps. Seeing some, if they have like 3 high 100 rank player, seeing a 4-digit player playing one of the hardest map of the pool would be quite surprising.
2 minutes and 24 seconds. Very decently paced in terms of timing and beats per minute. But there are a lot of tricky techie patterns. So some of the more mechanically challenged players may struggle to maintain good accuracy. So far, incredibly even between both Russian Federation and New Zealand.
This is a really good start already with no one missing the first double 1-6. IDK accuracy is a bit lower than the rest of the lobby, but can't expect it because he's, I would say, in terms of mechanical skill set and accuracy, he's definitely one of the weaker ones in the lobby, and finds a break, an unfortunate break there. I would say kind of uncharacteristic because that is not a very close session at all. So unfortunate for New Zealand, but they still have a chance to come back just yet.
Yep, and slowly but steadily, Russian Federation is going to get a nice 40,000 lead, maybe climbing up to about 60. 20 leading the lobby overall, but it's actually hotly in contesting with Zerox in terms of the individual matchups.
Seeing green 99% of this map is quite scary for a high seed team. That is a score that definitely can challenge some top seed team for sure, especially Trinity. That is a scary score. Beating out Setos on the other side, and Sparks also below all 3 Russian players, so this is a really good first pick from Russia. It's not over just yet, but not looking like New Zealand could have come back just yet, and especially with
IDK missing on the big trill back into the Kiai time. And that's going to seal it, I believe, but Twinty scaring the Russian team for a moment with a combo drop. A very fast recovery should steady things out. And it looks like it's just going to be a repeat of the last map. The Russians slowly inching away an advantage, and they just convert it. So a quick 2-0 to kick things off.
Extremely good accuracy from Russian team. That miss from Trinity kind of does nothing, honestly. Does not shake the winnability of the win rate of this map at all. Like barely a 10,000 point drop from Trinity. Still beats out the second player from the New Zealand team. I mean, that is just a strong score from them.
All right. It looks like New Zealand has quickly fired out 3mod 2, unbanned 3mod map that remains in the pool. So, for the uninitiated and those who are tuning in for the very first time, free mod in this tournament means that players have free reign of mod choice. You can play this map normally with no mod. You can choose to play with Hidden, Hard Rock, or both Hidden and Hard Rock together. Each mod added is weighed approximately 6%. So, yeah. Scary times if you're not in a, on par with your opponent's lineup of mod choices.
This is a really good pick from New Zealand. Knowing that HD2 did not work, let's just change our picking strategy. Going for picks that can be carryable, let's say. Especially IDK does not need to play HD on this map at all. That means he can play his favorite mod, which is Hard Rock. Mixing with Sparks potentially Hidden and Setos Hidden Hard Rock against Russia probably has some trouble to put on a double mod on a map like this. A lot of slow SVs throughout the entire map, and also a bit more difficult to act due to being OD 8.4 after you put on HCHR. And the last session being 225 BPM slow speed also makes the reading a lot heavier, a lot quicker. Probably actually benefits the Russia team because it's a lot quicker. But the slowdown sessions, I would say, really trips up Russian players in general. So a very good pick on that.
Alright, looks like Skeptify is coming in. And Denick making the first appearance in this map. New Zealand's lineup entirely unchanged from the looks of it.
Benchik is one of the few players actually able to qualify for EGTS on the Russian team. So does Crocodile Coben, so 2 extremely good skill cap players on their team. But Benchik kinda not good at Hidden. He got 300k in the EGTS, another open rank taiko tournament qualifiers. So if he puts on Hidden Hard Rock, would be a big surprise. I don't think that's a play though. One mod from him would be enough. Crocodile Coben probably the only play. Actually, Skeptify can probably put on 2 mod, but again, it's quite risky. So does Crocodile Coben. I think 4 mods would be the maximum, probably the best for Russia. New Zealand could have risk for 5 mods, but 4 mods probably the way to go.
All right, let's see.
Go for 5. They're gonna go for 5.
Yep. All right. We have 2 Hidden Hard Rocks from both sides and hard rock for both sides. So perfectly balanced mod count. Unfortunately, not perfectly balanced in positions on the screen. On the stream, very sad. But alas, it will be a fair fight. Now, of course, the struggle of going with extra mods makes the map far more difficult to play. Sometimes we have seen, many times actually, players over-modding and suffering very intensely as a result. But especially for a round of 32 matchup, usually there's a lot of pressure by a lot of teams, actually, to take on as many as possible. And Crocodile, first player that's going to suffer the consequences, picking up a series of misses that drops the accuracy down to around 97%, giving New Zealand a 70,000 advantage the first time. All matchup.
You talk about pressure, about putting on 2 mods, looking at Russian players, both Taiko and Skeptify. This is not the play here. Dropping down below even one singular from Denchik, and Denchik is not even on 99%. Even the slowdown sessions with Hard Rock is tripping up some of the Hard Rock players. They think it's too slow. IDK miss on slow sessions. This is so interesting actually, because the map is too slow that the Hard Rock players are even dropping. Setos as well is only sparse with FC left. That is so surprising to me.
Yeah, Spark's the only player remaining in the lobby with a full combo. Running a really good 99.85% actually to go with it. The New Zealand team overall performing a little better, but things are starting to shift a little bit. Sparks dropped his full combo. IDK picking up a good amount of misses in the slow section with Hard Rock, giving the Russians a sign of life as they can capitalize on a bit of combo momentum.
Brick here, so everyone would seize their score, and Russia basically know that they are not coming back from this. They have no.
Don't say that too soon. Okay, yeah. There is still one more section left. New Zealand can lose this.
They need a huge drop from New Zealand, and I mean the speed part is Spark's weakness, but I just don't see it able to like flip back up 85,000 points, especially seeing Russian players are still struggling in terms of accuracy. IDK the first one to find the drop. It's making close, but Skeptified miss on the speed part as well, and that's basically it. Nothing to come back from the Russian team, and that is going to be a pawn on the board for New Zealand.
Not a sweep, let's go. Yeah, no player surviving that map unscathed. Zedox, the only player with one miss, and at 19,100s. Very solid performance there. Spark picking up 3 misses. Denik only getting 2. Overall, good scores across the board. So, good results, nonetheless, for New Zealand, who was desperately hunting down for a point. Managed to finally get one. And it's now up to the Russian Federation to try and prevent momentum slipping from their hands. And they decide to chuck a speed bomb at New Zealand with No Mod 3. If the song doesn't imply it, it is the fastest song in the pool, clocking in at 270 beats per minute. Takes about 2 minutes to reach the destination, and 4 seconds.
We do see a really quick player swap from the Russian team. Takoshala and Trinity instantly come back for the speed pick. Notice that they probably would not have a big chance on free mod 2, a more slow-ish pick. So now on the speed picks, they're ready to fire back. We do have Blue Thrust for swapping in for a New Zealand team. Brand new player on the New Zealand roster. Never seen this player before, but has been covering up the bases for the speed roster. Sparks also not really known as a speed player. However, in the early stage, I do believe he can FC this map, because I mean he's an all-around player, especially in round 32 pools. But against this Russian roster, though.
Well, let's see. Here we go. This is in our first no mod matchup. Can New Zealand score a breakpoint? Or will the Russians claim a 3rd point?
mind you, that would be huge for New Zealand. New Zealand is known for upsetting teams, especially in the early stage, and Russia has been the team that get upset every single year. So if Russia manages to win this one, I would say actually it's a big boost up in mentality for the Russian team, and they got a play to do so. We see Spark being the first one to find accuracy drop. Me mentioning him not being good at speed. There's a DDD KKK coming up. Let's see, will any players drop on that pattern?
Yeah, and so far, all 3 players on the Russian side holding a double S. Ah, yes. A good start. Could not ask for anything better, really. Spark, the only player struggling a little bit on the accuracy front. Zedox also maintaining with a double S. And Voltrus doing pretty well, holding steady at 99.5%. But we're already halfway through the song, so this 35,000 lead that you're seeing on the screen can easily evaporate in an instant. And Twin T is trying to test that theory live. Picking up the first combo break in the lobby. The Voltrus breaks it back.
So the Sparks, there's 2 missing in a row from New Zealand. Trinity has been missing 1 singular low for the entire match despite having amazing accuracy. It seems like it doesn't shake Russia's ability to take this point at all. Actually extended the lead even further despite Trinity was missing on that part, not shaking their second pick at all. Still a 2 double S from Ben Chick and Taiko Shala. It shows that Russia is just so good at speed. Trinity with a miss is still a 99.75. That is absolutely fantastic accuracy, and there goes the 3rd point for Russia.
Yep. And there we have it. The first triple S, I guess, in the round of 32. Not surprising to see, especially on the speed pick, which has a far higher accuracy rate relative to the other maps that you will see in the pool. But definitely a phenomenal feat by Danik, Zedox, and Taikashala for getting that triple S in the heat of the moment. The Russian Federation will take the 3rd map point, leading the match 3-1.
HD1 as the next pick though. This is
hit him one. Hit him one. Not that they're doubling down. All right, Eternalism 3. Just
know.
what what shrug it off. don't, go again. Hit into did not fare well for New Zealand, but they are not phased whatsoever. Going to select hidden one.
This is extremely risky. Honestly, I thought No Mod 4 would have been the better pick to just go for SVs and hard to read maps instead of going for Eternalism 3. Song by Sound Solar, another feature artist. We should say, by the way, Sparks, you see on the screen, is actually a feature artist as well. So we do have a FA playing the tournaments. That's why you see his name is bold. So a very cool bold from Sparks. But anyway, this map, 145 BPM. There is some slowdown sessions with a single tap and some 1-4 doublets, and that is the hardest part of the entire map. I would say both teams has 2 HG players, like a permanent HG player, Crocodile Copen, Skeptify for Russia, Zapdos and Sparks for New Zealand, Blue Jay and Trinity. Trinity is good at hidden. I would say he's decent at hidden before, but he not too sure about slow HD. So could be said about Blue Jay. So I think all eyes are battle between those 2 players.
Oh well, I'm very curious to see how this goes. New Zealand desperately needs this to keep their chances alive. I think that in a pool like this, you'll give Russia too many openings to just convert the match if another point falls. But if there's anything that I've seen over the years that New Zealand can do this, I don't know if they can do this with this roster, with this opponent, but there's only one way to find out. And that is to let the tiles and the notes roll.
Alright, we will start on this map. After the first half, I would say the map basically over. The chorus is very easy because of the map being 4-star and the SV is a lot quicker. There is some 1-8 right before the chorus, and I can see players struggle on that part, especially DDKK players, because that is a quite high burst. That's the 290 BPM mono burst, and we have some DDKK players on our screen: Crocodile, Coben, and Blue Jay.
Yep. Skeptify with a quick miss to kick things off. But the lead does not falter for too long. Blue Jay does pick... Yeah, Blue Jay suffered quite a bit in the opening. Dropping down to 84%. Now, keep in mind that this song, the chart speed is incredibly slow. And even on the most quietest sections of the song like this, misses are galore. As we're seeing from the Russian side, both Crocodile and Twin T picking up misses, giving New Zealand a sign of life.
So this Blue Jay, they have 3 miss on Tantanas. That's how brutal HD is in Taiko. Here comes a 1-8 and nobody finds a miss, but Twin T misses right after the 1-8 and start to struggle. The lead is slowly going back, but Blue Jay accuracy is just too low to come back from New Zealand just yet. They need more misses from the Russian team.
Oh, and Septify picks up the drop. That's actually incredibly huge. That was the biggest player on the team. And now the lead's only down to 20,000 points. New Zealand has a chance. But there's still another quarter of the song to go. And a lot of tension that fills the void.
This is the easy part though, so it's not good for New Zealand. Skeptify slowly building back up accuracy, so does Trinity. And if the accuracy of Russia is going up, I don't think New Zealand can come back from this. One last session, one more 1-8, and it's gonna be tripping up Blue Jay instead, and that is over for New Zealand. Russia takes the 4th point on HD1 without their hidden abilities, but they just show up. Trinity actually getting a lot of misses, but his accuracy are just too good. So does Skeptify and Crocodile Coben, and breakpoint from Russia.
Yeah, Sparks and Zedox getting full combos, 4 100s and 8 100s respectively, the best scores in the lobby. Keeping New Zealand in the fight as long as they were, it was not enough. Very tragically not enough, but the chance was there. And with that, it is now match point for the Russian Federation, who are going to try and kill New Zealand off the winner bracket with kindness by selecting Darling. Double time 2 kick.
I don't think this is necessarily the best pick for Russia. But we'll see. I think Hard Rock 2 picks might be a bit safer for Russia, but I can see why.
No, they've been avoiding Hard Rock this whole time. I'm not so sure.
They have 3 really good Hard Rock players, and they perform phenomenal in the qualifiers.
And they didn't use it. And they didn't use it except for Fremont 2. So you're gonna have to. We need to reassess that assessment.
Okay. This is a surprising fact, but DC2 is one of the easiest map in the entire pool. And the reason why New Zealand did not do too well on the qualifiers is because it's too dense for Sparks. And this now DC2, I'm very sure he can play 240 BPM lead in only, let's say. And he can get good act as long as he is able to play the map. And Ali, there is no 1-6 in the map, so he is super good at acting these type of maps.
Oh well, let's see. New Zealand's definitely going to need it. They have to score a breakpoint here, or they will be the first to fall to the losers bracket.
I would say this is not the best pick from Russia. I can't see this go on 2 sides because of how easy the map is. If the map is any harder, I definitely would favor Russia. However, on this contest, I think New Zealand definitely have a chance. Look at Ali go, still holding a double S right now.
Definitely a good start. Definitely a good start. A better opening showing from Arlie, being the last player remaining with a double S. Gives New Zealand a very, very small lead to start things off. Up by 4,000 points. But this is a long song, 2 minutes and 42 seconds in length. To try and hold such a precise timing is very brutal. And Arlie will be the first player to miss.
That's not something
very good recovery. Very good recovery by Arlie, actually. Keeping the scores close.
His act is so good. This is what I meant about Arlie. As long as there's no 1-6 involved, he's just one of the best players, especially Denchik miss. This is the potential point for New Zealand. They are back in the lead and they just need to hold on their accuracy. We still have halfway through the map left, but it's not over for New Zealand just yet.
It's not a healthy advantage in the slightest, but New Zealand will take it, given how dire the circumstances are. Twin T still looking good. Takashala also looking incredibly good at 99.6% respectively. They're incredibly solid, and it's giving a lot of terror in the eyes of the New Zealand players if they could see how high they're currently scoring.
Oh
no, but Sparks! He missed right before the spinner.
That is so unfortunate. He could have held on the stamina. That might be the decider here.
Alright, actually versus combo battle right here.
Yeah, Ali actually having one of the best accuracy in the entire lobby despite finding a miss. They just need one more drop from Russia to come back from this, but it's not looking like it. Beats, I told you this is a risky pick, and see, but they still
hang on. There's still 10 seconds left. All right,
it's still extremely risky. But I think that's it.
The Russian Federation does not pick up any more misses, and that's going to be it for the match. The Russian Federation winning against New Zealand 5-1, letting the combo reign supreme. And actually a very nice tight score by Twin T and Takashala, at least on accuracy. Scores are a little bit different, but that just goes to show with the little quirks of Taiko.
I mean, such a fantastic play from New Zealand, but yeah, this team, as long as they are not off the skill cap range, they are one of the strongest accuracy team, especially seeing that miss from Denchik that could have been a potential point for New Zealand, and I think they actually have a chance to take it to 4-3, but however, I think after Russia knowing that mistake, it will be very rough for New Zealand to come back when Russia has scored the 4th point. But still, finally, Russia did not get upset in the round of 32, so I think they should be very proud. I mean, congratulations to these guys, especially Skeptify here, being the new player, new face in the tournament scene, performed phenomenally in this match. A bit of a miss from the HD one, but still definitely helped their team to secure that point. And so does Taiko Shara, Crocodile Coben, DX Factory, Denchik, and Twin T. Good luck in the round of 16 winners bracket. And also good luck to New Zealand in the lower brackets because they are not out just yet. This is a double elimination tournament, so New Zealand showing some of these performers, I do believe they can definitely at least get a big fight in the loser bracket, especially when the opponent is easier.
And not just that, it's a very phenomenal result for New Zealand to pick up a point and avoid getting a sweep against such a high-rated team. So they may pose a formidable threat to some of the early teams to fall into the loser brackets. So very excited to see how they're going to perform next week. But for now, our attention turns to the next matchup taking place at 12 UTC, 3 hours and 25 minutes from now. That's going to be between Finland and France. Another exciting matchup. All-European matchup, too. So get ready, because that's going to be kicking off an incredibly long block of matches that will proceed over the next couple of hours. So if you're in for some taiko action be the best time to turn up. And yeah, can't wait to see you all there. Jargon, do you have anything you want to say before we wrap things up?
It's gonna be a rough hour. I see myself playing in 14 UTC, so definitely do come back
Good
and
luck.
check out at that time. Good luck to myself, and again, good luck to all your players watching the stream. I hope you have a very fun time watching that match, because despite the 5-1 result, that it's still a very exciting match throughout.
All right.
Yeah. Definitely
And
come
that
back
will
for-
be it.
Yeah,
Oh,
come
sorry,
back
go
for Finland versus France. I think despite the seedings, once again, just like Russia and New Zealand, a bit further than each other, being 19 to 14 actually, I can definitely see France potentially see good gameplay and an upset. So I think that is a very exciting hour to come watch a match. So be sure to hop back in 3 hours later on twitch.tv/OsuLive.
All right. Take care, everybody. As the round of 32 of Taiko World Cup 2025 kicks off.